So Instagram just rolled out an update that I think may lead to the next widely used and effective growth hack on Instagram. These changes just happened in the last few days, so I wanted to make sure to get this video out as soon as possible so you'd have this information at your disposal. I also think it's going to create some serious monetization opportunities on Instagram, especially if you have a large following. And even if you don't, I think there's some serious opportunity to leverage it. So that's enough teasing. Let's get into the video. Let's talk about it. Let's do it. For anyone who's new here, my name is Ben. I'm a social media strategist, and on this channel, I release weekly videos to help you take your game to the next level on social media. So if you're interested in social media, and specifically Instagram, be sure to subscribe. I release a ton of content there. It's going to help you crush it. You won't regret it, I promise. If you're new to the Instagram game, I just linked my Instagram checklist in the pinned comment. Go download that for free, and it'll give you a great framework to start and set up your account for success. And if you're interested in winning an account with over 12,000 real, active, and hyper-engaged followers, be sure to check out this video after. I'm running a giveaway on that video, and it's open until next week. So after this, go check it out. You do not want to miss that. I'm giving away a 12,000 plus follower account. Be sure to check that out and enter the contest. You don't want to miss it. So everyone's looking for the latest and greatest growth hack on Instagram. Just go look across YouTube. There are so many videos that are getting made all the time. A lot of them are fluff. A lot of them are the same, but I definitely talk about these topics too. So I'm not going to say that they don't exist. There are definitely growth strategies, or a word that people love, growth hacks. And I've talked about them at length on my own channel in a few different videos. So in one of these videos in particular, where I outlined some sneaky growth hacks, which I just linked in the pinned comment, I highlighted a strategy called the top comment strategy. So in brief, for anyone who's not aware, it's essentially a strategy where you go onto very large pages, specifically within your niche, and try to put a comment that's gonna get upvoted or hearted so that it ranks near the top, bringing you a ton of free traffic, which also can be targeted. That's gonna bring you a ton of profile visits that you can then convert into followers with your content, your bio, and all that good stuff completely for free, strictly through leveraging the top comment strategy. So the changes that Instagram just rolled out completely change that game and make it a totally new dynamic and a new opportunity for you to leverage it and do so quickly to take advantage before everyone's doing it. All right, so to walk you through the changes, I figured instead of just talking about it, why not actually show you? So we're gonna hop into my Instagram account right now. So as you can see, we're on my Instagram page. I'm gonna walk you through these recent changes and then talk about how you can leverage them to grow your account or make money on Instagram, depending on what situation you're in, maybe both. Who knows? So we're gonna hop into my most recent post. We're gonna go through to the comments right here because these are some of the biggest changes. So let's go to one particular comment and let's go. Actually, so if you wanna mass delete them, you can just click the little 3 dots right here and then you can manage comments. And then that way you can delete in bulk. So the reason why you want to do this is because there's a lot of people who do tons of spammy comments. So look, this sub for sub, you're a spammy troll, sub for sub, YouTube friends. We're not friends anymore. We weren't, and now we never will be because you put that BS spammy comment. And then see, there's 2 more. So you can do these at the same time. And then if you click more options, you can actually block all these accounts at the same time. So now since I know that they're doing this spammy activity, I don't want them associated with my account. Boom, I can block them all right there, and you're never gonna have to deal with them again. Reason why this is important is because there's been a lot of problems with people on Instagram throwing out tons of spammy comments, and it's like been ruining people's pages and their ability to connect with their own fans. So at least this is a tool that Instagram is giving to us to get rid of those people as they come in and at least slow the bleeding, essentially. It's still not a perfect fix, but something that they're clearly working on and a point of emphasis moving forward. But where the real opportunity comes for growth and monetization is in this update. So say, let's find one where, so these are more spammy comments, so let's trash these people. So say if you go like this, brings you out all these options. You can delete, you can report this comment. So say if they're doing a lot of spammy activity, you can report it as well. You can reply to it. And we're gonna talk about that last feature right there before we get rid of all these people. I'm gonna do that quick right here. Manage comments, get out of my life. More options, block these people, done. All right, so we've gotten rid of a few of those spam comments there. There's still, I think, a few more mixed in here, but I'll get to those after this video. I want to get into showing you where I think the real opportunity is. So here's my friend Danny, and she said, "Oh, wow, way to steal the show."
You can't have a newcomer come in and steal the show.
So obviously she's gassing me up, so I want to show some love to that. So if you swipe to the left, these are all the options which I ran through earlier, and this little thumbtack right here is where the magic happens and where the recent change came into place, where I think there's a ton of opportunity here. So if you click that, I then can pin that comment. So that's going to bring it to the top. And you actually have 3 pinned comments that you can put onto each post. So what that means is you can do this on your own content as a way to interact and show some love to people that you think are putting out really good comments and showing you some love. But where I think this comes into play as a growth strategy is like the top comment strategy that I outlined in my sneaky growth hacks video, which I just linked again in the card above. Now, instead of actually having to put all the effort into being one of the first comments, making sure that it's relevant and with the niche, now you can simply do it by reaching out to the accounts and actually ensuring that you get that place and you get that traffic. So I go into a lot more detail in terms of strategy and how to do this for the top comment strategy in that other video. But for this specific case, let me break it down quickly as to why that is so important. Even people that don't like a post still come across it. So those impressions that you see could now all become impressions for your comment at the same time. So with accounts all over Instagram getting millions and millions of impressions on every single post, you could now be getting that simply by being one of the pinned comments. And this is now an opportunity for you to go out, reach out to these accounts and buy this as another form of promotion on their accounts. Traditionally, it was simply main feed posts, story posts, stuff like that. And that almost always comes across as spammy. People don't respond with it. And another negative feedback of that is because people are aware that this is a paid promotion, it typically gets way less engagement, resulting in way less reach, meaning you get way less for the money that you put forward for that promotion. So by buying a pinned comment placement, I guess you would call it, there's no real technical name for it yet, instead of a main feed post or a story post, you're still going to get the same level of performance and reach that they would on their normal content because it's still going to be associated with that content. So as long as you leave a decent comment that isn't purely self-promoting, you're going to get an influx of profile visits. Then if your content is on point and your branding is on point, your bio, all that stuff, they could then convert naturally into followers all from their own traffic. So that's super, super important because when anybody comes across a true ad, we've become numb. We don't even pay attention to ads anymore. We simply scroll through, we're expecting them, so we scroll right through. Whereas this is far more of a one-to-one, and so many people convert to profile visits. I'm sure you've done this through your own activity on Instagram. When you see a comment, it's ranking near the top. It's so simple just to click. So by getting them to your page, that is a massive opportunity. And because this is brand new, pages likely haven't figured out the rates or the true worth of this growth feature or growth hack, whatever you want to say, at the given time. So if you're early on it and you go seek out pages that you think would be a great fit for you, I strongly recommend that you do this, reach out to them and ask how much they charge for a pinned comment on a main feed post. They probably won't even have a price in mind, so throw something out really, really low and see if they bite. On the other side of the coin, if you are managing a big page, this is now an entirely new monetization opportunity that literally did not exist 3 days ago. And it's one that you definitely want to leverage. Holy, it is so hot in my house. You probably see me glistening in the lights here. No, I'm not a vampire. I'm just really hot. My house doesn't have AC, so give me a sec while I wipe off this nasty sweat. My forehead is slightly less fluorescent. Let's proceed. So this essentially gives you an entirely new product for anybody who you're dealing with who wants shout out. So definitely be well aware of this if you are running a page and leverage it to sell it to people and start making money right now because it's a new thing that you can sell. And it's going to be hot. It's going to be booming very soon. So congrats to all of you that are running pages, but I'm sure that's the minority of you guys watching. The majority are probably those who would be buying these as a growth tool or reaching out, potentially getting them for free as a growth strategy. So I want to outline how you can best do this to get the best results. The first being you want to go look for a ton of pages that are getting great engagement. So they want to have a ton of likes, a ton of comments. You want these pages to be popping. Obviously, getting into that, the bigger the page, likely the higher the price tag. So you may want to start low or high depending on your budget, but I always recommend starting high, shooting for the moon, and then working your way back down. The second step is, while it's great to go after huge pages, it's even better if they're within your niche. So while engagement and reach are definitely a priority, niche and targeted traffic is even more important. So make that part of your search criteria. 3, DM everybody that you may be interested in to shop around. You only get the best price if you put in the best work and have the most information at your disposal. So anybody that you think you may be interested in, you could potentially get some value, DM them all, get their rates, and figure out what makes sense for you, what's the best deal, and what works with your budget. Then give the ones that work for you a try, see what works, do the ones that do again, and just replicate the process again and again. So while I mentioned shop around in step 3, definitely negotiate, but if they're gonna give it to you for free, definitely take that, and you don't know unless you try. So always shoot your shot. Do I have me and Titters going? No, we're good. Okay. Step 4. Step 4 is don't be desperate. So while you're doing all your shopping around, you're sending all your DMs, you're getting all your information possible to make the right decision. Don't just shoot for the first person who replies to you. You really want to make sure this is an educated decision. This is essentially an investment and you want to view it as such. So don't be too gung-ho to get started. Make sure it's an educated decision and one that's going to bring you return or the best chance to bring you return. So definitely don't be too overeager or too desperate. If you're taking some value from this video, please take 2 seconds and click the like button softly. It's been smashed enough. The 5th step is once you've actually acquired the pinned comment position and the comment that you're actually going to put there. So for this, definitely communicate with who you're buying from or who's giving it to you and see the piece of content that they're going to allow your comment to be pinned on. The reason why you want to do this is because you want to take every opportunity possible to ensure that your comment is on point. So what I mean by being on point is it should be relevant, it should be interesting, it should be stimulating, it should capture some sort of attention in some way, whether humor, relatability, intrigue, maybe it's ironic, like whatever it may be. You want to make sure it's something that's going to bring you profile visits to maximize the return on your investment. The better the comment and the more that you gel all of these things, the more profile visits you'll receive, the more followers, the more benefit, all that stuff. If you're looking for more help on how to best comment when using this kind of strategy, go watch my Sneaky Growth Hacks video. I talk about it at greater length there and also reference some people to follow to get some more inspiration for this and to how to best leverage it and to show you that it works. So for like the 3rd time, you should definitely check that out after this. The 6th step has nothing to do with the comment or even who you're buying it from, and it has everything to do with you. You want to ensure that your page and profile are optimized to convert profile visitors into followers. So I've spoken at length about this in other videos, but what I mean is you want to make sure you have a great profile picture. You want to have your bio on point. It should be succinct, easy to read, and make it clear and obvious to your ideal follower or ideal customer that they're in the right place, and let them know what you do and what they can expect to receive from following you. And then you should also ensure that your content is on point, creating further motivation to stick around, follow, and consume more. So all of those things should be paramount for any growth strategy. But if you're paying for something, you want to ensure that you're giving yourself every opportunity to be successful. So make sure your profile, your content, everything you're doing on Instagram is on point. So definitely follow all of those when you go through this, and I would act as quickly as possible, because once more and more people get into the market, it's just simply supply and demand. The more people demanding the product, the price then goes up with that demand. So if you can be first, you can be an early mover, you get the early mover's advantage. So I would say get on that as quickly as possible to reap the rewards. We like to show love on this channel, so here are a few shout outs for people who have commented on previous videos. Comment on this video for your chance to win a shout out in the next one. And I always like to know what you guys are up to. So for this video, the comment question is, who is your favorite follow on Instagram? Let me know in the comment section. If you're interested in winning an account with over 12,000 followers, be sure to watch this video and enter the contest before it closes next Friday. And if you're looking for some help with how to best leverage hashtags on Instagram, check out the other video that I've linked below. It'll help you out a ton. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck out there. Go grow, go kill it. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.